basically goes on to say that, look, this thing could be a potential disaster next season. And a lot of people in media are overhyping this thing, and they're not doing a good enough job to actually analyze. He put out a video on his platform, and I think it's called United We Cast, all right? And it says the NBA is overreacting to the Sixers. Why LeBron and Jaylen Brown?
Sports media loves selling a fairy tale ending, but real basketball has a habit of crushing the hype before it ever gets going. Right now, people are already talking like Philadelphia's got the championship locked up, and training camp hasn't even started. Veteran NBA analyst Ric Bucher isn't buying it. He believes this new-look Sixers roster could be heading toward disappointment instead of a title run. So what actually happens? Do the Sixers turn this into a championship team, or does it fall apart before the second round? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
Shout out to Ric Bucher, man. He's been making a lot of headlines over the last few weeks now, and it's good because, and I think the reason Rick is making so much noise is because you have a person with a lot of credibility that's been in the sports media business for probably decades now, and is coming out and pushing back on a lot of these narratives that is being propagated by some of these big sports media networks, right? And he's making a lot of noise because he just didn't decide to put on, his clown suit and twerk it up with the rest of them. And I think that's how he's differentiating himself from everyone and getting a lot of market share. So he's doing a great job. But yesterday he made a prediction. He put out a video, not a prediction. He put out a video on his platform, and I think it's called United We Cast, all right? And it says the NBA is overreacting to the Sixers. Why LeBron and James?
For weeks now, Ric Bucher's name has kept popping up, and there's a clear reason why. While plenty of voices in sports media chase clicks and attention, Bucher has spent decades earning his credibility the old-fashioned way, and that's precisely why his takes still carry weight with fans. Rather than echoing whatever narrative is dominating television that week, he pushes back on it, breaking down exactly why it might not hold up under scrutiny. That habit is what set him apart from the noise. He keeps things grounded in actual basketball analysis instead of manufactured hot takes, and it's an approach more fans seem to gravitate toward by the day. He recently dropped a video on his own platform, United We Cast, titled "The NBA is Overreacting to the Sixers, while LeBron and Jaylen Brown aren't enough."
Basically goes on to say that, look, this thing could be a potential disaster next season. And a lot of people in media are overhyping this thing, and they're not doing a good enough job to actually analyze.
He opens by explaining that the NBA has officially entered what he calls overreaction season. Every off-season, it seems, one signing or one trade is enough to convince everyone that a team is suddenly destined to win it all. Even seasoned reporters aren't immune to getting swept up in it, he admits. As an example, he brings up Orlando adding Desmond Bane last summer, a move he genuinely liked and thought improved the Magic, but never one he treated as some kind of instant championship guarantee. To him, it was simply a smart addition that made sense on paper, nothing more dramatic than that.
Off-season splash or news instantly inspires predictions that are, well, how do I put it this nicely? Prisoner of the moment stuff. I'll admit, I have been guilty of it at times as well. I loved the addition of Desmond Bane by Orlando last summer and was convinced the Magic were going to be one of the top teams in the league last season. My optimism proved to be ill-founded, but I wasn't making any wild pronouncements like Bane made them instant title contenders. I just liked the fit. Some of my media brethren are not being as conscientious or level-headed when it comes to the Philadelphia 76ers and their prospects for next season. They are suddenly capable, if not poised, to win it all.
Meanwhile, much of the basketball world seems completely swept up in the Philadelphia excitement. Some analysts are treating a roster full of recognizable names as an automatic championship guarantee. Bucher argues that if the NBA worked like a fantasy league, sure, that logic might track, but in the real league, teams still need chemistry, defense, communication, consistency, and health. And without those pieces, talent by itself usually isn't enough.
We've seen this cycle play out time and again. Every offseason, predictions fly in every direction. One team gets labeled unbeatable. Another gets written off before a single meaningful game tips off. Then, just months later, those same predictions flip completely. The hype moves so fast that basic basketball logic often gets left in the dust.
A league that might have credence. Since it's not, it doesn't. This is not new territory, but at some point the need to say something both declarative and bombastic after every development becomes a little silly. We went through the same wild, not based in logic overreactions last summer and throughout the season. One of those same figures also had the Oklahoma City Thunder going 82-0 and being a shoo-in to win back-to-back titles. Others predicted the Celtics were supposed to be in the lottery at the start of the season, and then, after an unexpectedly successful regular season, we're supposed to go to the finals. Overreact much? That is, by the way, the media reaction. The fan reaction for all those juiced up about the Sixers is if you're not immediately enthused about the compilation of talent as the team to beat, then you're a hater or just stupid, which is fine if you're more.
Ric Bucher says fans need to slow down before crowning the Sixers a super team. Philly hasn't reached the Eastern Conference Finals since 2001, and this isn't the first time a stacked roster got people talking title. Remember Embiid, Butler, Simmons, and Harris? That group fell short too. Bucher points to real champions, the Knicks, Thunder, and Celtics, all built through years of continuity before adding proven vets to an already tested core. Philly's different. They won 45 games last year and barely survived the play-in. Adding stars isn't the same as adding the final piece to a team that's already proven it can win playoff rounds together. He also digs into Tyrese Maxey. Great season, 25.9 points, 6.2 assists, most improved player, all NBA third team, but 0 first team votes. Bucher says Maxey plays more like an explosive scorer than a true floor general, and questions whether he's ready to run an offense alongside LeBron, Jaylen Brown, and Embiid. Then there's the Embiid angle. Bucher expects that if Philly struggles, the conversation defaults to Embiid's health rather than roster fit or chemistry, pointing out that Maxey and coach Nick Nurse are both Clutch Sports clients, same agency as LeBron, while Embiid isn't. He compares it to the 2011 Heat Thunder Finals blame games and what happened to Kevin Love and Russell Westbrook when they shared a roster with LeBron. Bottom line, talent on paper doesn't guarantee chemistry, health, or playoff success. Bucher says slow down before handing Philly a trophy in August.